Shalom. All praises and glory unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, QADASH. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, the men of the Lord. And shalom unto the body, the fruit, the akim, the men of the Lord pushing this truth and sincerity. Shalom, and it's the spirit because I was consuming this video by the elder in LA, in GMS LA, and this video right here, not in my presence only, but much more in my absence. All right. Very charitable video, through the spirit of YAHAWASHI. And at some point the brother said, mentioned the scenario about the substitute teacher, which he then summarized that the substitute teacher is the prophets, the elders, the body. In any case, when you have a substitute teacher, you got that badass dude, that badass, you know what I'm saying? That dude that he just goes wild, and I know what he's talking about, because I was that other guy, that guy that was just peeping the situation, and then still trying to do the right, you know what I'm saying? It was just like the nerd, you know what I mean? So when the substitute teacher's like, with the substitute teacher situation, it's like he the elder here was the badass, and when those situations happen, it's like, I was on the other end. It's like, oh yeah, well, substitute teachers, and man, we ain't got to do no work today. We even got to pay attention. We just sit back and peep the situation. Let my man do his thing. Someone in the world that comes to mind, in this situation, classmate, I throw our government is James Taylor. All right, so he was on, whether it was the regular guy or the substitute. He was on all the time. But in any case, so back to the back to the point of the video, which is that scenario the brother brought up about the substitute teacher. Once that substitute teacher came in, that badass dude, took center stage, but I was that cat. I was the complete opposite cat of the spectrum of that particular scene. That scene, I was that guy, that was quiet, peeping the whole scene. Because, the substitute teachers here, we don't have to pay attention. We don't have to do no work. I was the nerd. So the nerd is back there, peeping the scene, whatever. And guess what? That dude that was acting up, guess what? He was always hollering at the nerd, like, yo, what you doing over there? And the nerd's like, yo, whatever the scenario was. But in any case, I was that guy on the other side of that scenario. But the point is, like, at the end of the day, that substitute teacher, which the brother went into, that substitute teacher is our apostles, our elders, the whole body, their fruits, etc. You know, but at the end of the day, the substitute teacher would realize who the two saints were, who the essentially according to the this doctrine. However, back then it was just like who the two characters were, who everybody was around, because yeah, that guy was the badass, but I was the one picking the teacher's brain all day. Like, I was the one, screwing with him all day. Like how come this guy's asking me these types of questions, types of situation. But but that badass was acting up too, and anyway, that's this point of that's the point of this video. Is like, that substitute teacher, and it was inspired. It was inspired by of course this video by the elder in LA. And I say, I don't mean to use the term elder loosely, but through the spirit, all the members of GMS are my elders. Technically, but just a couple of scriptures. We'll pull up a couple of scriptures, because, like I said, this video was very, very charitable video. The scriptures that the brother was going into is scriptures that I tend to avoid, because you gotta be around the Akim to be as such. Otherwise, you're looked as weak or something like that. Being charitable with heathens and 2/3. But in any case, number 16, verse 5. And he spake unto Korah, and unto all his company, saying, even tomorrow, Yahawah Shem Yahushai will show who are his, and who is holy, and will cause him to come near unto him. Even him whom he hath chosen will he cause to come near unto him. So the gist of it is Yahawah Shem Yahushai B'Shem QADASH is gonna show who are his, man. Whatever the scenario that's taking place, whatever it is, whatever the situation is, at the end of the day, it's for the Lord's purpose. Of course, Korah didn't know what the hell he was talking about. He sure was a prophet, but but that's if you read the rest of this chapter. So yeah, that's the gist of this video. Is just is just being charitable. The brother that I was watching that video for like an hour and a half, maybe a long time, just rewinding. It's like, oh man, I tend to do that with the apostles and elders, and certain certain brothers, certain elders, certain young elders. And there's fruit turning up all over the place. Praise Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, B'Shem QADASH. And this last 15 seconds was not part of the lesson, but we're just being brotherly. Isaiah 58 verse 13 says, since it was just a Sabbath, praise the Lord, if thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, meaning like chill, don't do what don't set out to undertake anything, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, the Sabbath is the Lord's holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight. And if you delight in the Sabbath, it pleases the Lord, all right, to remember the Sabbath. The holy day of Yahawah Shem Yahushai, honorable, and shalt honor him, not doing thine own ways, nor finding thine own pleasure, nor speaking thine own words, all right? And, while I was thinking about this video, like this last word, not finding thine own pleasure, this part here, not the last, not speaking thine own words, maybe you scoffers can, take a break on the Sabbath, but you won't. Anyway, I don't, but, never mind the scoffers right now, of course, the wonderful First Peter's, always comes to mind, So the brothers remember the Sabbath, First Peter's 2 verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation. This is talking to the hopeful elect of Yahawah Shem Yahushai. All praises unto Yahawah Shem Yahushai for that. All right? A peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who have called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. And praise the Lord for that, because, having eyes to see and ears to hear, man, it's like, and you mature, and then, or as you mature, because you're always maturing, I guess, these scriptures become nearer and dearer. But so ye are a chosen generation. Just key reminder for the hopeful elect. Ye are First Peter's 2 verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should shew forth the praises of him who have called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. Khan, that's beautiful. All right. And ultimately, ultimately, is this. Praise the Lord. YAHAWAH Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem QADASH. Deuteronomy 10 verse 15. Only YAHAWAH Ba'ashem Yahushai had a delight in thy fathers to love them. And he chose their seed after them, even you above all people, as it is this day. So, drop the mic, praise the Lord, the water for these epistles, that, may brothers, get all the meat out of these epistles. They are precious, and the water Yahawah Shem Yahushai for that. And I'm referring to the elders video. Khan, praise the Lord. Give all praises and glory unto Yahawah Shem Yahushai, Ba'ashem QADASH. Double honors unto our apostles and elders of GMS, the men of the Lord, who continue to rule well in Shalom, and salutation unto all the Akim, pushing this word in truth and sincerity.